Hey everybody, this is TF Nut. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars The Black Series, Star Wars The Mandalorian, The Armorer figure. This is a newer figure from Star Wars The Black Series, and I do apologize that I haven't made videos in a while. Again, with my new job, I don't have much time to relax, let alone make content for YouTube, but I'm still trying. I still want to make videos, of course. This is a pretty awesome figure. I'll just go ahead and say it. I got some problems with it though. Can't really talk about that though until we talk about the packaging, which is this new style of packaging, and I think it's a pretty good style, honestly. I kind of like, just the side here. I've talked about it before, but just this little slip here that shows off the artwork, it is really nice. Dig that, and the colors on there are pretty good for that artwork. Going all the way down there, it's gray up here, then orange there. Each different iteration of Star Wars has a different color. So the Mandalorian is orange, Attack of the Clones is red, I believe. And then we have here Star Wars The Black Series. This is where the figure would be right there, and it says Star Wars The Mandalorian. And the armor, we have some warnings, of course, in Hasbro. On this side, there really isn't much going on with the side of the packaging here, but it does say Star Wars The Black Series. And then there's a window box up here. We look on the back, that same image of the armor from before. And then there's a multilingual read up if you want to pause and read that. You can also see the Star Wars The Black Series logo right there. We do have some more multilingual read ups, right? It's mostly warnings in different languages. Figure number 4 out of the Mandalorian figures. And then I actually got this from a GameStop. So you could get the GameStop barcode if you want, which for some reason it's not focusing, but then there's all the actual barcode right there. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. So we have these 2 accessories here, really 3 if you count the fur piece she comes with. The hammer and these clamps. I don't really know exactly what they're supposed to be called, but they both look really good with the silver on here. I can't tell you if it's painted or molded like this. Either way, it does look really nice with, not that much detail in this. Pretty okay mold. It's a bit soft, of course, as you can see here. It doesn't actually work, but like it doesn't have a function. It's just kind of like this. But it's a little thin, but she can still hold it. If you go up like that, it's kind of loose, as you can see. What I like to do sometimes, which it could warp this, you bring these together since it's a soft plastic, and for some reason it doesn't want to do it right now. You should just be able to keep it in the hands just at least for a little bit, and it fits in there a little bit better because it makes more space in the hand. Now with the hammer, no problems whatsoever. You just open up the hand ever so slightly and then insert it, and it keeps that grip for the hammer pretty well. And then we have this plastic piece here, which right now this is my biggest problem with the figure. The exclusive version, of course, came with soft goods and a few more accessories. I can't tell you what the differences of paint on the actual figure were, but I am disappointed that we are not getting soft goods with a lot of our figures. Like 2 years ago, we were getting soft goods with those range troopers from Solo, and now we're just settling for plastic molded like this at the same price point. So that's disappointing. It's annoying that they have to give the soft goods version, the exclusive and all that, and it's just, it's not god awful. The sculpt is fine. I just wish it was soft goods. Is it really that hard to mass produce it when you mass produce Vader capes all the time? Whatever. But it fits on there nice enough, and it doesn't want to fall out super easily, and it pops off just as easily though. So you have these tabs that are in this piece here, some holes right there, and you just kind of finagle it and insert it. I'm not doing the greatest job right now, but there you go. It fits in there just fine. So here is a 360 look of the armor. I'm very glad that they decided to make this figure, of this character. She wasn't in it very long, but gosh darn it, she was cool. And this helmet's great. I really like the black paint in the eyes. There's a little bit of silver, or I'm sorry, gold that's chipped into the black of the visor on the left eye. But it's like they have a wash in the gold. It's like a dark wash. It looks really good. And the spikes on the head, on the top, those are really nicely done as well. Overall, very clean sculpt going on here. I already talked about this. There is a nice black wash going on in the fur. Take that off. Some of the paint's not really there, especially in the gray. You get like this burgundy almost in the chest and the shoulders, and some brown painted on there. So the metallic right there on the chest and the shoulders and on the back is good, but the gray here, you can see on the back, even though there's nice wrinkles, there's not much paint going on there. I think there might be a little bit of a wash in these arms, but I really can't tell. If there is, it's very subtle. We don't have any kind of wash on the the gauntlets. I don't really like the color of brown here. I know that sounds like a weird nitpick, and I'm saying that because it doesn't match. Like on camera and in person, it doesn't really match 100% with the glove. So you get two different colors of brown there. It really isn't that big of a deal. It's just something I noticed and wanted to point out. Some of the dark brown is bleeding onto the lighter brown right there. And then there's a little bit of this black wash in the skirt. I also like the details on the belt there. They did a really good job with the paint, especially that gold and silver piece there. The darker pieces as well. Really nice wrinkles. And they did a really good job texturing the skirt here to make it look like leather with a little bit of a black wash in there. I dig that a lot. The sculpting, again, is really good. And it's a soft piece, and they have this kind of slit in here. So that way, it allows for actual movement, which is good. I am lifting this up. Sorry, I don't want to be called a pervert, but I'm just showing you that there is details. In the pants, there's some nice stretching and wrinkles. And you're mostly going to see more detail in the actual legs, specifically on the side here, which if we have to open this up, you can see that brown going all the way down, and you can line it up right there. They have some texturing on the pants too. It's really subtle, but you look close enough, you get a light in there, and it shines on there. You can see the texturing, so that's cool. Wrinkles around the knees are always nice, and they did put a little bit of wrinkled detail on the back of the legs, and I really like the boots. They did a really good job with the brown on there. It's really nicely done. It's kind of looks like leather, just not as good as I think as the skirt, but still good enough. And then you have that lighter brown on the toes there. Just moved the camera on accident, so I'm sorry about that. Yeah, these look great. And then that's what the bottom of the feet look like. So pretty solid. I forgot to talk about the neck. They did sculpt this neck here, and it is, a separate articulated piece. And they do have this system. I have no idea what kind of head there is underneath. I don't want to bother with heating this up and yanking it off. These heads are basically glued onto these helmets, so there's potential to damage the head and the helmet when you do that. But you can see they have this system here, just like the stormtroopers, the new stormtroopers, and the new clone troopers. At least the phase 2. I think the phase 1 as well. Sorry for the abrupt cut, but my camera died right when I was trying to do articulation. So, head can go side to side. It's a little loosey-goosey, but it does keep a pose. It can go side to side like this. It can tilt up and down. We do have separate neck articulation going in here, as you can see. It's kind of hard because the lights are not really getting on there. But it allows just basically a lot of range of motion in the head, which is nice. So, yeah, this is a ball joint, of course. In the next ball joint, we have a butterfly joint here. Arms can go all the way around. They go in and out. Which is a little difficult to go out for some reason on my figure, at least. Single jointed elbow that does have a 90-degree bend as well as a swivel. So that's nice. Swivel at both wrists. This one has up and down hinge. For some reason, it is very stiff and does not want to bend. Same thing for this, except this is an in and out hinge. It just doesn't want to bend. The back here actually goes really nice. I think this might be a separate piece, this chest here. I could be wrong. but forward isn't the greatest. It's on a ball joint though, so it can swivel and go side to side, so that's nice. Legs can go forward like that, and the skirt does not restrict any articulation, which is nice. Back doesn't really want to go out, back at all. In and out, upper thigh swivel, single jointing knee, and it only really gets a little less than 90. It's not as good as like former Stormtroopers, like back when Black Series was starting, so that's a little disappointing, but it's a fine bend, I guess. It also swivels, so again, it has a bend there. And then we have a bend at the foot that goes down, actually really far. The up really doesn't want to go up at all, but we do have an ankle rocker. So for quick size comparisons, on the left we have a normal size Marvel Legends figure, like Spider-Man. And on the right we have the Beskar, the silver Beskar armor Mandalorian that also came out this year, and he's sporting an OT Customs custom cape there, as you can see there, which I would love to do a video on, hopefully soon if I get the time. So you can see that this character is a little bit shorter than both characters. It's going to be a little bit more in scale with the Mandalorian, of course, because Marvel Legends are scaled a little bit higher than Black Series figures. But yeah, overall, very solid figure. I just have a complaint with the fur piece that's plastic here that honestly I just think should be soft goods for all releases. I really don't think it would be that complex to give it a soft goods release, in retail. I really don't see that. I don't know why we don't get it, but that's really my only big complaint. Maybe some of the articulation could be a little bit better, and the fact that we don't get all of the accessories in the exclusive version that we do here. But this figure here, at least the retail version, if you weren't able to get the exclusive version, this is your next best bet. It's relatively the same figure, just of course with less stuff. And overall, it's really well done. I really, really like the sculpted detail. They did a really great job on a lot of parts on this figure. Again, the articulation could be a little bit better, but paint and sculpt is top notch here. So very well done here for Black Series. I'm very happy with it. And we're getting more Mandalorian figures like Greef Karga and Moff Gideon, so I'm very excited for that. Hopefully we'll get some more definitely characters from Season 2 are welcomed as well. So let's go ahead and end the video here. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. This figure's $20. I got it at GameStop. You can get it from other retailers like Hasbro Pulse, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, and Amazon. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys later.